Hello everyone, welcome back to MIXBUS TV mixing and mastering tutorials on YouTube. I got a few requests from some subscribers if I could do a couple of mixing templates. So I decided to go ahead and make two mixing templates for you guys that you can download in the link down below in the description box. And you will find also a third file, which is a track preset. Now, maybe some of you are already familiar with the track presets. They are available since Pro Tools 10, but if you saw my other video on how to import a multibus routing in every session with one click, you already know that I kind of use track presets in a different way, okay? I just don't use one track with maybe a couple of plugins in it and the routing. I use it as an alternative to session data import because I find it easier. So I made available for you guys my routing template, and you can download it and use it on every session, and I'm gonna show you how to do so. So this is my rock mix template, and as you can see, you have drum, the green one, a couple of buses for some in kick and snare, bass, guitars, lead vocals and double vocals, loop, synth and keys, and background vocals, all the effects buses, and the routing matrix for the stems or groups, okay? Drum, bass, guitars, music, lead, background vocals, effects, and two parallel compression buses, okay? Then you have a master fader that goes into an aux bus called MIXBUS for monitoring, and then the last one, which is an audio tracks for printing your mix. And if you take a look at the template, you will see that you already have all the routing done for you. All the drum tracks go into the drum bus, all the bass tracks go into the bass group, all the guitars go into the guitars group, lead vocals, and music for loop, synths, or whatever. And of course, you can add your own tracks and route them to whatever bus you feel like. All the background vocals, they have their own group out as well. And all the effects go into the effects bus, okay? And then at the end, like I said, the master bus for monitoring and printing the mix. And another cool thing with this template, if you follow my instruction, is that you have your stem output, your group output buses, all in here nice and clean. In bus menu 2, you have drum, bass, guitars, music, leads, etc. Okay, as you can see. And in the A menu, you just have your regular buses, okay, that come in default with Pro Tools. But in order to have them this clean and set up this way, you need to follow my instruction on how to open the template. And then I also made a hip-hop mix template for you, which is pretty similar, but it has different tracks and different names. Of course, like I said, you can customize it the way you want. We have loops, drums tracks, and 808 and synth bass, lots of synths, samples, effect sounds, lead vocals, and harmonies, background vocals, again, the effect buses, and the routing matrix here. So you can download the two templates and use them as they are. But more interesting, in my opinion, is the third file, which is the track preset routing matrix. Okay, let's close this session and I'll show you something. If you open a new session, let's go blank. Let's call it test. So when you start a project, you most likely have a general idea of how many tracks you're going to record and you're going to use, but pretty often it changes, okay? Maybe you have to add another mic for the drum or another couple of guitars or another 10 vocals, you know? Now, once you're done recording all your tracks in the project, you can use this track preset hack to import your routing matrix. This is what I mean. If you look at my option when I open a new track, you see that I have the regular aux input, audio track, master fader, MIDI, and instrument track. And then I have these two here, mix matrix and vocal effects. Now, this project is completely blank, okay? So let's say, for example, we open up 4 mono tracks and 2 stereo tracks. We record our audio material. In this case, I open just 5 tracks. They could be 50. So with this track preset, you can import your mix routing matrix with just one click. If I go here, a new track, and I click on mix matrix and create, take a look. I opened all my output buses and my master faders and my mix print track with just one click, one single click. And as you can see, each bus, each group is already routed, okay? Drum, music, and they are all here clean and ready to use. So the only instruction that you have to follow is this one. When you're done recording your tracks and you start mixing, okay, you go setup, IO, and at buses, you click default, okay? In this way, if you go to send, you just have your regular 1 to 128 buses and no B menu. If you import my mix matrix and create, you will find these buses which have their inputs already routed correctly, and you will find them all nice and clean in the B menu. And there they are, nice and clean, and your A menu is ready for be used for your regular mixing, sending, and routing. So, once again, when you're done recording your tracks, you go to IO and click default. And this way, any previous routing is deleted and you have the 1 to 128 buses clean. You click track, mix matrix. This is the track preset that I will provide, and you can download it. You open it and you already have your A menu, and in the B menu, all your groups. I do find this very useful because no matter what the changes are in the session, no matter how many tracks I have to add, I already have my output groups available and the routing is clean and simple to see. So check the link down below and you can download both the templates, one for rock and one for hip hop, that you can obviously customize the way you want it, the way you need, and also this track preset routing matrix. Now, in order to have the track preset to show here in the menu, this is what you have to do. You download the track preset that you find in the link down below, and this is for Windows. You Mac guys, you will have to find the location yourself. You go to Program Files, Avid, and Pro Tools, and inside the Pro Tools folder, you will find the Session Template folder. And here in this Session Template folder, you will put the templates, the 2 templates that I gave you. And then for the track preset, pay attention to this. You need to create this track preset folder. You will not find it. You need to create this one. So create track preset, open it, and in this folder, you will have to create another folder called Mix Matrix, okay? And then paste here the file that you downloaded in the link down below, my Mix Matrix. So if you want to save something as a track preset, let's say, for example, I want just the master bus that goes into the MIXBUS aux track for monitoring and the mix print audio tracks to print a mix. Okay, let's say I want to save this one as my master bus track preset. What you do is you make sure you only have these tracks here, then you save as template. But instead of putting it in the default location, you select location for template, you click OK, you go into the track presets folder that you created, you create another folder called for example, MasterBus, and you name the file MasterBus and save. Now if I delete this, my track preset, if I go new, see, my MasterBus is here and I can create it. Okay? And you can do this with any combination of audio tracks, effects, and of course you can put plugins and save them. Let's put just, I don't know, just an SSL channel and save it as template again. Select location, create a folder, let's call it MIXBUS SSL. Open the folder and call MIXBUS SSL. Save it, delete everything, and in track, new, I now have the MIXBUS SSL with the plugin on. Okay? So like I said, this is a better option for me, an alternative to the import data session function in Pro Tools. I find it easier, quicker. This is it for today. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you will find some use for the two templates that I made for you and the routing matrix track presets. If you have any questions on how to use that track preset or the mix templates, please write it in the comment or send us a message and we will get back at you. In the meantime, if you liked the video, please don't forget to click the like